Hello and welcome back to episode 21 of Unknown to World Known. Our season might be in tatters, but there is just about still that little bit of hope that we could get a title. Just before we get into today's episode, if you are enjoying the content on the channel, please do leave a like down below. Comment what you think we can do at the end of the season. It's not looking good for us, however. As you can see, since you were last with us, we drew with Udinese 0-0, beat Sampdoria 2-1, and drew with Roma 0-0. So really disappointing results, which has meant we are now 7 points away from Juventus, which is very problematic. The most annoying thing about all this is they did drop points to Spezia, and we didn't capitalise on it. And then with us then dropping points to Roma as well, we've dropped even further behind. Roma actually sat in second place at the moment, and I believe no, it's Juventus Milan that's on. Have they got to play each other though to end the season? They have, so there's a chance for us there. Even if it's a draw, that could put us back in a really good position. What I've just noticed as well is Harwood Bellis still on the top players for average rating, despite the fact that he's no longer at the club. We really need a replacement for him in the summer. I have now signed a 2-year contract extension, I believe, so that it gives us that bit of extra time. 1 year, actually. 1 year. So hopefully next season will be the year we win the Champions League. First of all, let's go and see if we can pick up a win against Torino, who have dropped off from their early season form. We come to our first highlight. Bastoni is on the ball. Suarez plays the ball forward to Real, lays it off to Milinkovic-Savic. Can he put it in the back of the net? He can't. It's a good save from the keeper. We do have a corner, however. We are dangerous from corners with the back three that we have on the pitch in particular, but it doesn't get to them. Zappa heads it away for Serovic to go and collect. Our next highlight now is Torino starting on the ball. However, Alarcon has been forced all the way back to the goalkeeper and they try to come forward again. This time they find space in behind Lincoln. Cross comes in, Simic is in there but heads over the bar. Half time, it's 0-0, and this is what seems to have been the problem recently. We just don't seem to have the momentum that we used to have. We're going to bring Milinkovic-Savic off for Nagel just to see if the younger legs may find a way through for us. We're now also going to bring Sokol off for Yusuf Demir on the left-hand side of the attack. And with just a couple minutes to go, we're going to send Lautaro Martinez on for Serovic and swap to the 5-2-1-2. But it's not looking likely we're going to get even a highlight. We haven't had a shot in about 20 minutes. And despite being unattacking for basically the entire second half there, we don't manage to find a winner. We had 2 shots in the second half, I think. It's just a really poor performance again. And I don't really know what's going wrong. I think what we need to do is in the summer perhaps have a massive rebuild over bringing young players in for some of these older guys like Milinkovic-Savic. And maybe a little bit of a refresh on the tactics might be needed. Highlight straight from kickoff as Real lays it off to Nagel and plays it out to the left for Riguri. He runs straight into the space and then just gives it to Tomori. That was a very odd decision. And now Tomori out to Calabria and then Palhinha to Rafinha. Through to Alfonso, 1-on-1 with the keeper, and he puts it just wide very early on. We nearly got torn straight apart. Upamecano with a free kick just about inside the AC Milan half. Nagel plays the ball through to Kane. Can he cut it back to Nagel perhaps? Plays it into the box. Nagel with the header and it hits the bar. Theo Hernandez clears it away. Rafinha with a corner for Milan to the far post, and Palhinha heads it over the bar. Calabria with a throw-in now. Tries to get it to Doku, but well headed away by Skriniar. Kessie collects it forward to Doku. Alfonso back through to Doku, 1-on-1, and Bijdal makes a fantastic save. At the moment, AC Milan are kind of all over us, so we're going to drop back to balance. The corner goes through to Williams at the far post. Brahim to Palhinha, a good block by Bastoni. Williams then sends it back to the edge. Palhinha heads it in and Skriniar boots it away. Ruben Neves with a free kick from the edge and a fantastic save from the keeper, just denying it from going into that top corner. We are going to have the corner taken by Ruben Neves now. Can he find a Inter Milan head? He can't. Alfonso heads it away at the near post. Bijlal with a free kick inside his own box. Plays it back across to Bastoni and then out to Riguri on the left. Forward to Kane. Can he find a ball to Real? Real's actually... Oh, that was very disappointing there. Real's on a little bit of a goal drought at the moment, which is concerning, given that Lautaro Martinez is leaving in the summer. Ball from Kessie finds Doku one-on-one and he puts it wide. But Doku is looking quite dangerous for AC Milan. Half-time, it's still 0-0 on the night. 2-0 on aggregate. We've looked fairly even throughout that first half. They've had more shots, but they're not hitting the target. We've had 5 shots and 4 on target so far. We do look very evenly matched, but hopefully with that, it'll be enough to see us through to the next round. Doku's picked up the ball for AC Milan, tries to find the ball through towards Alfonso, but easy for Bijlal to come out and claim. Bastoni to Upamecano across to Ruben Neves. And then Skriniar's on the ball. We've got Martins pushed far up the pitch here. He does receive it from Yusuf Demir, but then we are forced backwards. Ruben Neves into Real, to Kane on the left, back to Bastoni, and then Kane has been pushed over by Palhinha, who is going to be getting a red card for a second yellow. We're going to bring Real off for Lautaro Martinez, and we'll also bring Bastoni off for Robalo at centre-back as well. And our final change is going to be to bring Demir off for Serovic on the right-hand side. So in the second half, we were far more dominant. I think AC Milan only had 1 shot during the second half. We didn't manage to find a goal. However, we are into the Coppa Italia final for our first time while we're here at Inter Milan. Hopefully we can at least pick up 1 trophy this year. It's going to have to be the Coppa Italia from the looks of it, and it's going to be against Juventus. And that is where we will come back. The game against Juventus, and we might even just do the Sassuolo game at the end of the season as well, depending on what there is to play for. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Comment what you think we can come away from the season with. At this point, I think it is going to be just the Coppa Italia, but you never know. And please do subscribe if you are enjoying the content. And thank you very much for watching.